I know you tweeted out just recently that the Browns have waived Pierre Strong from injured list with the concussion. What do you make of that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he was making the 53-man roster anyway. So it was more procedural. Once they decided to put him on IR with the concussion and not try to get him to the 53, then once he's healthy, that's what you do. You agree to an injury settlement so he can go try to latch on somewhere else.
You also wrote an article, and Dylan Sampson, I would say, is a little bit redundant with just the skill set for Pierre Strong. Take us through the Sampson article that you wrote.
Yeah, I mean, I talked to him a while ago, Dave, and I thought it was interesting. He brought up his size a few times. And, we all know that I think he's listed at 5'8", 200 pounds. But for him to bring it up, and then I asked him, I said, okay, you brought it up. Do you carry that with you all the time? And he said, yeah. He goes, growing up, he would hear about it, whether it's from his family or extended family or just people around talking about his size. But I think it's important to remember when he got a shot to be the workhorse guy at Tennessee last year, he led the SEC in yards, carries, and touchdowns. So if you're going to do that, that means you're getting the ball a bunch, you're staying healthy, you're being productive. So I don't think the Browns want him to be the every down back. That's why they drafted Judkins, and they look at the two of them as great complements for each other. But let's assume Judkins isn't here week one. Then I think Ford and Sampson, in whatever order that is, can get the job done on a limited basis.
Yeah, the thing is if you are leading the SEC, there are a lot of tough games that you're playing if you're running in the SEC, and the fact that he led him in touchdowns, he's not just a finesse guy. But I get the point. At 5'9", 5'8", 5'9", 200, you don't want him running 30 times in the NFL.
Right, not over an extended period. And I talked to his running back coach at Tennessee, and he said there's a difference between powerful and physical. I think he was trying to make a distinction there. And his point was, is he going to get into the pile and move it? No, that's not who he is. But he's going to break that first tackle. And if you watch his film from Tennessee, I saw a lot of short yardage touchdown runs in the middle where he did just that. Broke one tackle, stayed on his feet, and got in the end zone. And all you have to do is look at that last preseason game against the Rams. He catches a pass in the flat. I think it's short of a first down. It's third down. He bounces off a couple guys and gets a first down. That's the kind of physicality he can bring even at his size.
That's one of the reasons I think that they were working him out in the slot, and that might have been pushed back on hold because you might need him to carry the ball 15 times in the absence of Quinshon Judkins.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And when I went back and looked at those interviews I did, his college coach, Darrell Sims, brought that up. He said, I think he's going to be great out of the slot. And the Browns obviously were working that way in the offseason, but then things changed for that element of Sampson's workload when Judkins, remained unsigned.